installment of I'm Fine, Everything is Fine podcast. I am your host, Drew, and with me is my co-host and producer, Evan.
I am the co-host and producer. My name is Evan.
Evan.
Not even.
I've made that mistake. We are coming to you from Dirty Jersey. We hope you guys had a good week. Please remember, we are here for you, so come chill with us at the kitchen table. Hello, Evan. Shalom.
Bah humbug.
Ah, yes. Please hit us up on our email and Twitter. Actually, I'm going to ask for feedback during the show, so if you really want to, you can hit me back and make me look really stupid. So we'll do that. We'll get to that. But hit us up on our email or our Twitter or our Instagram. The email is the letters I am fine, everything is fine at Gmail. But the best way or ways to get a hold of us is through our Twitter and Instagram. Evan, what's that?
That is at ifeif_.
Correct. I'm fine. Everything is fine. ifeif_.
Yeah.
You can find the show on Spotify, Apple, Google, Amazon, Audible, iHeartRadio. We have our YouTube channel. Search for ifeif. We haven't been canceled yet on there. Not yet. Not on Pandora, not on Stitcher. Fuck you guys.
Yeah, fuck, as always, fuck Pandora, fuck Stitcher, fuck SoundCloud.
Yeah, no, I'm not big on SoundCloud.
Fuck SoundCloud.
Fuck that shit.
Fuck that shit.
Yeah.
Broke ass bitches.
Yeah.
Just get Spotify or Apple Music.
Yeah, Spotify or Apple. That's where it's at.
Yeah. What are you doing posting on SoundCloud?
I give out the Spotify link a lot on our Twitter and stuff. I still continue to do that with our social medias. So if you follow us at all, we only have a few followers. It's not a big deal. I cry every night about it. But
yeah. Let's ask our followers. Are you guys a Spotify or Apple Music?
There you go. Yeah, let us know.
Spotify or Apple Music?
Let us know. At IFEI.
Drew and I are both Apple Music.
Yeah, I subscribe to Apple Music and I pay for the family plan from all my devices. So.
I have tried Spotify and I don't like it. I don't like Spotify. I think it's stupid. Damn, chill. But so I'm team Apple Music all the way.
Sorry, I was doing something. Yeah, Apple Music just has... Okay, so I'm like an atypical old man already, old fuddy-duddy, and I have the music that I grew up with, the music that I grew up with from the years of from ages 11 through 20. Those were the most impressionable years for me for music. Mm-hmm. So I got my first CD, got my first, memorized my first album, started listening to bands like that and following them and stuff like that. And I found that with Apple Music, when I search for all that bullshit that I used to listen to, it's all on there. So I don't know. I'm sure there's better catalogs, or there might even be just other catalogs that might fall suit with me a little bit better. But Apple Music hasn't let me down yet. Better than Ezra. All these weird.
What the fuck is Ezra?
Exactly. It's just obscure bands that you just can find, and it's just great. This is good, and I can have it on all my devices. It's good. It's worth it.
Yeah. Go Apple Music.
Fucking, speaking of that, subscriptions, fucking Netflix went up again.
Did it?
$2 more.
I don't pay for my Netflix, so I don't know.
Oh, well, good for you. That's the way to do it, dude. That's
the way to do it. Share accounts, people. Let's not be greedy. I have my mom's Netflix though, so let's not pretend.
I don't have numbers to quote, but I know it's some sort of crazy amount of bandwidth out there. On average, in America, is some sort of it's 30 to 60% is Netflix. Out of all the data that gets transferred over
they've taken
interwebs.
Over. I mean, because now it's a whole alternative.
That's
to
a big
cable TV.
I wasn't trying to be too specific. I just wanted to get the thought across that it's it's crazy.
Massive.
Yeah, it's massive. You want to fucking charge me $2 more? What the fuck?
That's okay. Because
I'll pay it.
that $2 more per person probably translates to $50 million in sales.
A month.
Yeah, a month.
Exactly. How many subscribers does Netflix have? Let's look it up. You ready? Here we go. How many subscribers? What do you guys think?
I bet it's at least 5 million.
I'm sorry. How many do you think?
5 million.
I think it's 50 million or more.
50 million?
It might be more than 50.
Whoa.
How many cocks? No.
How many?
How many
cocks are in Netflix movies?
Does Netflix have? Of course, I didn't even have to finish typing it. It's on there. Okay, you ready for this? Killer? How many did you say? You said 5 million at first?
I would like to adjust my phone.
And I said 50, and it's actually 209 million subscribers.
That's what I was going to say.
So that means that they get, not in profit.
You didn't let me finish. I said 205 plus, or 204 plus 5 million. That's what I said.
But just to quantify that a little bit, that's $2 more per month So that is, as far as all those subscribers are active, and assuming they all renew at during the same 30-day period, they're garnering an extra $400 million a month. Yeah,
Fuck you, Netflix.
A month. Now, listen, I don't know why, but they do put a lot of money, invest a lot of money in content. Like half of their shit is like Netflix content.
Yeah, but like half of that Netflix
it's
shit
garbage.
is complete
It's garbage.
shit.
Yeah, that's true. That's
so
true.
like, if this $2 extra is gonna buy me better content,
Yeah.
sure. But like, I don't want to. Do you remember all like the B horror movies that used to be on Netflix?
Oh,
and
yeah.
some that still are.
Yeah.
I have very fond memories of one called Thanksgiving.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, dude, fucking great.
One of my favorite B horror movies was The Gingerbread Man. You ever see that one?
Oh yeah, the
Great.
Ginger Dead Man.
Oh, and also Ginger Snaps. Have you ever heard of that?
No, I haven't.
Oh, we got to watch that. What were we talking about?
watch Ginger
Skinamax a couple episodes ago?
We were.
This is very
Skinamax.
Skinamax-esque. Very
I'm down.
Skinamax-esque. Yes.
I'm down.
All right, where was I? We got way off on a
We
tangent
did, yeah.
there.
I don't even know like where we were going with that.
How has your week been? How is everything okay?
How was my week?
Work's been okay.
Work's
yeah, you're
been
good.
okay.
You're good. That's good.
Work's been chilling.
I had some
you
big
know.
changes at work actually the week before
You
last.
did have some big changes.
Yeah, big
Do you
changes.
wanna
Not,
talk
don't
about
want to.
those?
Well, not to get too specific on what it was or how it affect. Specifically work. Don't want to talk about that too much. But however, the overall attitude of the change has been very good, and I've been.
Drew
it's
got
been very
promoted
positive.
from pole dancer to private room escort. And he's been loving it.
I'm allowed to take my top off now.
Oh, he's allowed to do more than that. In fact, we encourage it.
Okay, what are your funny story?
Yes.
When I was when I went on my bachelor party to the strip club, these two strippers took me into the private room or whatever, and obviously I go in there and there's like a dude like, it was just like crazy shit going on in there. So these two girls sit me down and they're like, "Are you an ass man or a tits man?"
And you said both, baby. Do some figure eights and let's get this going.
I was like, "I'm an ass man," and then they both like stood up and shook their ass. And I was like, "What is it? What am I paying for right now?"
Whatever you want, baby. That's why they ask you, are you an ass man?
Yeah, I
You
guess
should have
so.
said both, because then if you said two women, right?
What's that?
There were two women.
Two girls, yeah. I don't even remember what they look like.
So one
I
of
was
them,
not,
one of
I
them
didn't,
could
I
have
didn't really like.
shook their titties in your face.
Yeah, which was great, but I don't know. I just didn't like it. I don't know. I wasn't big on it. My experience, I was just like, this is awkward. This
Yeah,
is
I
awkward.
mean,
It's too awkward to be sensual. You know what I'm saying?
I've never been to a strip club.
It's awkward.
I would go to one just for the experience, but I share similar feelings. It's like I can't touch myself. I
I don't
can't touch
even
the
know.
women.
To be honest with you, I don't even know if I got an erection when I went. Like seriously, it was that awkward.
Why would you? You're around a bunch of boys.
Well, that doesn't matter.
Bunch of. Well, no. Well, I guess it does.
Somebody touch my cock.
What are you guys? Hey, you bring your old buddy Charlie. Hey, Charlie, you want to touch my dick?
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever told anybody that story too about those strippers.
About Charlie touching your dick?
No, I don't know. But it doesn't matter really. I had a great bachelor party. I had a lot of
Do you
fun.
need me to bleep that part out?
No, fuck no.
How about the part we are gonna edit this out? But how about the part about you kidnapping that Asian person?
Oh yeah, what was it? Asian Pride month last month?
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, we'll bleep it.
yeah, we can't talk about that. All right. We'll cut that out. It'll be a seamless transition. Nobody will know.
So I don't have too many means of smoking the reefer at my house. I like sneak into the shed, if the kids are asleep, stuff like that. Occasionally on my patio, if I'm going to do something small. I live in townhomes, so it's like awkwardly close.
Yeah.
But it's been really nice lately outside.
It's been beautiful.
Yeah, so especially later at night. So the other night I was out there and I hit my little pipe once or twice and I go to kick it and I realized that my neighbor's windows that are like, 3 feet from my mouth were wide open. And I was like, there's no way that their kitchen does not smell like fucking weed right now. And I felt so bad.
Do they have a teenage kid?
Yeah, they do actually, as a matter of fact. But
They're gonna blame it
that's
on
all
him.
I'm going to say.
They're gonna blame
I
it on
hope
him.
they didn't blame that poor kid.
They're gonna be like, Travis, what the fuck are you doing in there?
Actually, oddly enough, I'll tell you what his name is after this. But
Is it fucking Travis?
No,
I'll
it's
bleep
not
it out.
Travis. No, it's not Travis.
Okay.
Anyway, but they're a great family. The family's awesome. They're great neighbors. We know them personally. They're great. And I was like, I really didn't want that to happen.
They're
was
gonna,
like-
or maybe they know it's you if they know you guys so well.
they may have smelt me out back before or something like that. But
Whoever smelt it, dealt it. Just blame it on them. Be like, I think you guys are smoking reefer.
I felt so bad. So if you listen to this podcast, no. Next time I see him, I'll say something to him like, "Yeah, funny. What was going on the other night? You guys
Hey,
smell
did
that?
you guys smell that? That was crazy.
I think like a skunk is out here or something. I don't know what the fuck this is."
Oh, did I tell you guys my dog got like spritzed by a skunk?
Oh, it happened after we recorded last. So
The
tell me
day
about what
after.
happened.
Yeah,
Tell me.
So I woke up,
Actual skunk story?
you know, ass crack of dawn. It's like 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm walking my dog before work, and I walk outside. Like I said, pitch dark. Can't see shit.
Yep.
She sees something in the bushes and dives for it.
Oh shit.
And I like get her under control. Mm-hmm. And at the other end of the bushes, I see a white tail peeking up. And I said,
No.
that peppy little bitch. That little sucker. So I said, oh no. So I got her away, pulled her down the street, and gave her a quick sniff,
Yep.
and her snoot was like smelling a little bad. I said,
Oh my God.
It was like I have a couple options here.
Yeah.
I can call out of work and just deal with this.
Yeah.
Like I can put her in the crate, and if she smells, it is what it is, and at least it's contained.
Yep.
Or I can wake my roommate up and make him give her a bath, which I was not about.
What I was thinking about suggesting was not saying anything to your roommate and then have him wake up, and if he smelled something, be like, "Dude, guess what happened?" You know what I'm saying? That way, it'd be like
Well,
the
no,
canary.
'cause
It could be like a
then-
canary test. Like that way, you know if the dog smells because you might have been like, your nose might have also been affected by it as well. The longer you're
That's
around that
true.
smell, the more it dulls because it's long lasting. I learned this. I didn't learn this. Whatever. Anyway, listen, I heard that your olfactory senses actually detect changes in smell more than like smell. So when something changes, that's why when you smell, you get that sensation when you go in and sniff something because you're changing from one smell to another, and your brain reacts more to that, and that part of your brain reacts.
That
more
makes
to
a lot of sense.
and then what happens is when you're smelling the same thing over and over again, your brain already knows it, so it starts to dull that. You're like, okay, we get it. This sensation's already happening, so like you don't need to smell this or sense this right now because you've been smelling it for so long.
Yeah, I didn't want to do that because I didn't want him to, get pissed off. So I didn't tell him about a possible skunk encounter.
He's a cool guy. He's been on the pod. He's a nice guy, Steven.
He's all right. But what was it? I texted him and I let him know what was going on. I was like, "Yo."
Did he smell it when he woke up?
No.
Okay, so
But I didn't know that at the time. So I texted him and I was like, "Yo, this is a lowdown. Savannah's nose kind of smells like a skunk. I think it might just be because she ran through the bush that it was in,
Right.
And it may have sprayed the bush,
right.
So he wakes up and he just texts me. He's like, "Call me." So I'm like, "Oh, fuck."
Call me. No period. He didn't even put a period. He
No
just said,
period.
"Call me."
He just said, "Call me." And I said, "Fuck." Okay. All right. So I call him and I was like,
What's up?
What's good?
What did he
What's
say?
going on?
What did he say?
He was like, "Yeah, you said she got sprayed by a skunk? What?" She smells fine, dude. I was like, "Oh, thank God.
That's awesome.
Thank God." So crisis averted. She did not. I misled you in the beginning. I totally lied. I said that she got sprayed by a skunk. Realistically, she just ran through a bush that the skunk sprayed.
Milk was a bad choice.
Good boy.
I don't
You
know.
were looking for
I was just
anything,
hitting
right? Hold on.
something.
There you go.
Yeah, baby.
There
That's
it is.
what I'm always
That's
looking for.
the one we're looking for.
That's
baby.
the best one.
I know. Is there another one here?
I've never been on live television before.
Apparently.
I'm pretty sure you said play with my balls.
Oh shit.
I'm playing with your balls.
This is not good. There we go.
Apparently,
can
I'm
mute it.
playing with your balls.
That was a hodgepodge. Evan's over here smacking my soundboard. Sorry about that, guys. He's smacking my doodads.
I'm smacking his doodads.
We talked about this before. I take a lot of supplements and shit like that. One of the
Steroids?
major, no, hardly. They would be the worst working steroids if that's the case. Well, they made my dick small, but that's about it. Okay, anyway.
They did that right.
Yeah, they worked that. That's the only thing they did. Okay, so anyway, I take a lot of supplements. One of the major things I take was Metamucil, okay? But I always had this like give and take with Metamucil because the main Metamucil formula has a bunch of fucking sugar in it. So when you're taking it, you're getting all this fiber, which is what you take it for, but you're also getting like tens of grams of sugar if you take the daily amount. So I'm like, fuck. So then they make a sugar-free version. But then they load it up with artificial sweeteners. So like the jury's out in my mind on artificial sweeteners, but I prefer not to take it if I could help it.
Yeah, I've heard they're much, much worse.
Well, yeah. So I don't know. I don't know which one's worse. But because like one year aspartame like causes cancer, then the next year it's like they come out with research that says like, oh, there's not really enough in the drinks that give you cancer. So it's like, what the fuck? Like I don't. Anyway. So what I found online though via Amazon was unsweetened, completely just raw psyllium husk in a powdered form, that's what gives it the fiber in Metamucil, okay? It's called psyllium husk.
Psyllium husk.
It's important to me because it helps with my poop. I'm getting older. I've literally gotten rid of hemorrhoids using Metamucil and nothing else. Correct? Yeah, you're looking at me. Yeah, that's right. Have you ever had a hemorrhoid?
No.
It's terrible.
I've had like an itchy butt.
You feel like you're on the edge of a building about to like fall off. Like you don't know what's gonna happen like every time you shit, because if you shit and that shit bursts, you're fucked. Like that sucks. You got to clean it. You got to keep it as sterile as possible. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're talking about shit.
It's your fucking butthole.
We're talking about shit and blood here, okay?
We're talking about shit and blood. No,
Anyway.
I mean I've had friends who have had hemis,
Yeah, they're
and
terrible.
I've had like nightmares of like opening
Yeah,
the
nightmares
door.
for sure. The thing of nightmares is a hemorrhoid.
Yeah, for sure.
Anyway,
Hemi's
sorry.
acting up.
So
Can't sit down straight
I started using this raw psyllium husk. Okay,
on your butthole.
doesn't have anything in it. Let me just tell you, there is a very good reason why they add a shitload of sugar to Metamucil to make it taste the way it does. Because this stuff, Evan, it tastes like I'm drinking somebody's throw up.
You're over here like, why the fuck does it taste so good? I don't want it to taste good.
I know.
No, listen, you really do. You really don't
Yeah,
want this without the sugar. No, fuck you guys.
It's
Give me
really-
it without the sugar.
It's disgusting, Evan. And so the reason why you take it is because it's fiber. What happens is when you mix it with water, it becomes gelatinous. But there's a quick point where you mix it and it's just gritty before it turns gelatinous. And so that's when you drink it immediately. You don't let it sit, because if you do, it'll turn into jelly.
Why don't you eat the jelly?
That's gross. Now you're disgusting.
Oh, the jelly is gross, but you just openly admitted you're drinking something that tastes like vomit, and that is the better alternative?
It's more like, it doesn't taste like anything, but it has
Except vomit, right?
It has the consistency of vomit, as if I'm drinking somebody's vomit. And as I take it every morning, I'm like, this is not vomit.
See, you gotta tell yourself,
I have to tell myself that every
this is
morning.
not vomit.
This is not vomit. Oh my god. Anyway, I had to tell you that story. Are you
sure this isn't
If there's
vomit?
anybody out there that wants to get it, you can find raw psyllium husk, and you don't have to drink
I'm
30
gonna
grams of sugar a day.
I'm gonna text your wife and I'm gonna be like, look, just throw up in a cup.
Dude,
and then give it to Drew. And be like, listen, you gotta drink it quick before it turns to jelly.
I'll be like, okay, let's go now. No, but here's the thing. It's like after I drink it, and like I literally, after I drink it, I have to rinse my mouth out because it's so gross, number one. Number two, you feel it in the back of your throat, continuing to start to like gellify.
You're a horrible advocate for this product.
I drink it every day. I can't not drink it. And then, like, you know, okay, let's say you take like a shot that's just like a little too big. You know what I'm saying? Like a shot, like it's just like a half ounce too big of a pour, and you drink it. and You got to go and like really breathe out. You know, like
I did that the other night, and a little bit came back up.
Okay, well that's
it. Like rejected. It was like would not.
Yeah,
go
like
down.
that kind of act after that large shot. That's what I have to do after I drink this Metamucil this psyllium husk every day. It's just a shit right, dude. That's the only reason why I put myself through that torture.
What if I just bought you a bunch of Fiber One bars?
Nah, they make me gassy. I've tried them before.
And that's all I got for you.
All right, that's
Bunch
fine.
of corn. What about we come over for a nice corn?
Corn. I like corn.
Corn.
Nah, corn.
Oh, that's
Wait, that's disturbed.
That's disturbed. But the boom da da dum da ima da boom da da dum da ima. That was pretty good.
That was pretty good. Good for you. Oh my God. What's the guy's name? Jonathan Davis?
Jonathan Davis.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're a Korn fan, send us your best Freak on a Leash impression.
Feeling like a freak on a leash. Oh my God, we're so retarded. Anyway,
This is what the people listen for.
oh wait. Oh no, hold on. Wait, you ready?
Mamma mia.
No, that's not what I wanted. I didn't
Yo,
want
let's
that.
talk about this. Did you see?
I'm kind of retarded.
There we go.
Did you see that they're making a Mario movie, a Super Mario movie?
Yeah, they already did in the 90s though.
No. But
John Leguizamo.
now it's animated, I believe. But
Like-
Chris Pratt is going to be the voice
Oh,
of
they're gonna
Mario.
do like a big. Oh, you know what? I did hear that.
Charlie
I did
Day
hear that.
is going to do
Luigi. That's fucking funny.
That's fucking awesome.
Both of them are great. I like both of them. So
I
they'll
think-
probably do a good job with this. I hope.
Jack Black,
Who's producing it? Like what studio? Do you know?
Illumination. The same.
Oh,
people
so it's
that
come.
did,
So it's
the Minions and Despicable Me.
Despicable Me. Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah,
Wow. So they're doing it. So DreamWorks. Wow. Okay. Oh shit! You dropped your jewel, bro.
Which I like.
Watch out! It's gonna catch fire. Ah.
I'm totally gonna like do some drugs, and by
And
drugs
watch-
I mean smoke pot, obviously.
Right.
By
And watch Mario.
And watch Mario because
I'll tell you what.
that
I will
sounds
be
sick.
even. So I may seem like very excuse me, spoiled here. Oh, Metamucil. But I will watch it. I'll be very excited to watch it at home. Like if
Yeah,
it's
for
if it's
sure.
offered on a streaming service. You know what I'm saying? That would be fucking cool. That's what I'm looking forward to because
I
then I
am
can
a
do then I can do
fan
some
of-
real drugs and stay home.
I'm a fan.
I could just do
this.
like railing fucking heroin and watch that shit.
I
It
can
would be
really
so good.
chase that fucking dragon. Fuck.
That's the best way to watch a movie.
You never catch it.
Leaning. Oh, I know you don't.
I might one day.
Just kidding.
Let's not talk about
That was terrible. Yeah, we should stop joking about that.
I take it all back.
Okay.
We all take it back.
I saw this clip and I just had to play it on the pod, so no context. I'm just gonna play it. It's the dude that I
Follow
saw.
the
We'll give him
money,
prompts
as,
after it.
sometimes
We're just
people
gonna
like to
go
say
for it.
investigative reporters. So we have Moderna. So Moderna did not have any products on the market until the current mRNA shot. So on February 9th of 2020, they had a market cap value of just over $6 billion. Okay? So I mean, still, $6 billion. It's a pretty solid company, especially for not having had a product out. Today, they're at a record high of over $183 billion in market cap value. Pfizer Pharmaceuticals on March 15th, 2020, they had a value of just over $180 billion. So they're an established company. Pfizer, I think, Viagra, big time moneymaker for them. So they had $180 billion value. Today,
Praise be.
almost
Love it.
$275
Love that little blue pill.
billion. An almost increase of $100 billion. Again, we're talking in about 18 months here.
Shit.
Johnson & Johnson, March 30th, $343 billion market cap. Johnson & Johnson already a huge company, whereas the other one, Pfizer, focused mostly on pharmaceuticals. Johnson & Johnson, one of the biggest conglomerates around. Even with that, $345 billion market cap, today closing in on $500 billion. That's $500 billion.
If you want to email us, just email us. I saw that. I just had to play that. Like zero context. Forget about anything else. I had this history teacher. His name was Mr. Egbert. Okay? Motherfucker was awesome. And the one of the few things that I remember from that class, we're talking almost 20 years ago, over 20 years ago, is he taught us that there's no such thing as a free lunch. Okay? And what that means is somebody offers you a free sack lunch, you take it. It's free to you, but that doesn't mean it didn't come from somewhere and somebody didn't pay for that. So I just every time I hear stuff like this, this little clip that we just played for everybody, it just hurts my stomach. And I don't want to like say too much, you know? Like I don't want to get in any too much trouble. And I don't want to make any enemies. I don't want anybody to be mad at me. But like, you cannot listen to that and not be like, Jesus fucking Christ.
Right. No, I mean,
He literally said what I was thinking. Follow the money.
follow the money.
Are you serious, Evan? How
It's
much money their companies grew? Insanity.
Because they're the only 3 companies offering a vaccine.
That had been approved in the U.S.
True.
But they also sold their vaccine in other places. Pfizer was made also with BioNTech, and I'm pretty sure they were made in, or that's an English-based company. But anyway, yeah. So, not to bring it down after talking about hemorrhoids and shit. But I just had to play that. When I saw it, I was like, I just had to play it. So if you want to email us, hit us up on Twitter if you have any questions about that, or if you want to say, or if you want to argue back and just be like, that's taken out of context or whatever. If you
There
just want
was
to
no
hit us back.
context, so fuck you.
Yeah, and I did that on purpose. I put that, zero context, and I hope I said that before, and that's what this is. So just take it as it is. But there's no such thing as a free lunch. Just remember that. Okay, so I have a funny story.
Tell me a funny story, Joe.
My wife had the kids earlier this week. She decided to take a shower
With the kids?
with the kids.
Cute.
Not with the kids. I mean, with the kids home. She decided to take a shower. My children are 4 and 6. They're still young enough to get into some trouble, obviously. So my daughter, after the night before analyzing her aunt's tattoos, both aunts have tattoos, or 2 of her aunts have tattoos, and like very interested in it, she asked my wife if she could do like a small tattoo and pen on arm, my son's arm. Oh shit, we got to beep that. We'll hit that shit. My son's arm. So anyway, so my wife was like, fine, that's fine. Don't write anywhere else, just one little one on his arm, that's it. Fine, I don't really care. It washes off. After not hearing anything for a few minutes, my wife checks in on the kids after finishing her shower. And on my son's forehead, it says, fuck and bullshit.
Are you fucking kidding me?
My daughter did it.
She wrote on all 4 extremities. She wrote on his back. She drew on his chest.
Was the ink sick though?
Oh, she looked great. He had like one on his wrist that she did, and every day, like later on that day when I saw him, I was like, dude, he looks great with that thing on his wrist.
Dude, you look sick. Dude, you're fucking killing it.
She fucking wrote and she wrote fuck bullshit on his forehead.
Oh, I gotta come over.
Misspelled, of course, because she doesn't know how to spell. But
You
that's neither
gotta
here nor there.
make sure it's fresh, and then I'll come see him and be like, dude, sweet
Oh my
fucking
God.
ink, dude. You do time?
I'll show you pictures, and then you can FaceTime her.
You know how many? You know what these teardrops are? How many milks I drank?
They're all chocolate, just so you know. Oh my god. Anyway, yeah, we'll get to news in just a second. Here.
I don't really have too much going on.
No,
No, I mean it's hockey, but going on.
hockey
Today's
starts
opening
soon. That's
night.
good. We'll talk about that in sports. We got some serious sports news to get to too. That's gonna be good.
Some serious sports.
Serious sports.
Super serious.
So I haven't eaten yet. I forgot to order pizza. I forgot.
dog.
That's okay. We'll figure it out. So I decided this week to invest in some really nice shoes. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And my first time looking, my first take at looking, I really enjoy Nike. Okay, don't ask me what it is. It's because I grew up with it. It's like people who are Cowboys fans now.
No, hang on,
It's because
hang on.
they had the Cowboys in the '90s.
You said nice shoes, and
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I did not expect Nike to come out.
I
of your
know, but
mouth.
like some of their shoes are fucking really expensive.
No,
Where's the lighter at?
Right, I'm not saying that Nike shoes
Thank
are
you.
not nice, but
Yeah.
when you said nice, I was expecting like Clarks or like fucking what's the other one?
No Clarks.
Clarks
However,
are dope, dude.
yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. But I went through actually this week, and I went through my closet. I organized my closet. I bought my wife 2 racks to organize her side of the closet. I threw away 3 bags of clothes, 1 bag of shoes.
I think we got a third property brother.
Yeah, right. No, I did that to, like we donate. I didn't just like throw that shit away. We donate it.
Salvation Army.
Nah, I got a little spot near my house that we go to. It's like a local spot. And they give us the little yellow tickets every time we bring stuff. So write that shit off on your taxes, bro.
On your or is it a Willy Wonka surprise?
What?
Like a golden ticket. I got a golden ticket.
Good stuff. Anyway, so I decided to go out. I got rid of all my old Nikes and some other shit, and I went and I was like, I want to invest in shoes. So Nikes. I really like ones that have like the big swoosh on the side, and like that's what I really like. So I'll get up.
Are these it?
Hold on. This is one of the pairs. And I want
Pairs? Drew got multiple.
I got 2 pairs.
Oh.
Check them out.
Okay.
Take a look.
All right. So
You like them?
We have a running sneaker.
Yes. You see the big swoosh? How big the swoosh is?
Mesh.
Check the size. Check the size on them.
First of all, Drew wears a fucking size 27.
No, check what size it is. Go ahead.
Belvita. Where the fuck is the sizing thing on here?
It's on the tongue.
No, it's not.
Anyway, they're size 15s, Evan. Jesus Christ.
Where on the tongue?
You're right. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay.
Yeah. What is it? Tucked in here on the side?
It says believe.
It is 15.
Okay, there you go.
So,
15.
all right, let me say. I'll say this: they are nice.
Okay.
However, I don't think that I would wear them.
Okay.
But
Okay.
I wouldn't wear a lot of things.
Take note of those shoes.
I didn't mean to
On the
throw it.
tongue, that's fine. On the tongue that you may have missed.
Oh, I didn't miss it.
You saw it.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're big, they're Nike, and they're gay.
Yeah.
It has a rainbow flag on the tongue, and I missed that online when I ordered them. Not that it matters, because I really like the shoe.
No. So I know for a fact you opened those shoes and you were like, man.
No, here's what it was. The giant rainbow box they came in, and I was like,
Oh, fuck off.
I think I might have made a mistake with these. But then, I pull them out there. They look exactly like they did online, except I didn't, like I said, on the tongue, it has a rainbow flag. I missed it. Anyway, it comes with this index card, okay? And I'll show you the index card, Evan. Here you
It
go.
says something like you're an ally.
No, sort of. Here you go. I want you to look at this and tell me what it has on there. It's actually kind of cool. It's
a
cool.
bunch of flags for sexual orientations.
Correct, as well as different genderedness.
Gender, yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
So-
Cool. Right.
Yeah. Would you like me to read them off?
No, but I want you to. Is it? Do you notice that there's no like? Yeah. Go ahead. Read them off. Go ahead.
I will say,
Don't say anything. Read them off first, and then I'll tell you my observation real quick. But go ahead.
there's lesbian, transgender,
Yep.
intersex,
Yes.
bisexual, pansexual, asexual, genderqueer, agender, progress.
There you go. Progress. I would imagine the progress would be for somebody who is like straight and like wants to show that they're like for the progress of all this, right?
Right.
Okay, whatever. I think it's whatever you want it to be. But notice how there wasn't just like a gay one? Is that just the rainbow flag? Is that what that is? Am I ignorant? Do I not understand this?
That's true. There isn't just a
There isn't one for just
straight up gay.
straight gay.
I guess you got to be bisexual,
I don't know.
or you got to be
don't know.
agender.
Well, here's the other question, okay? And this is a serious question, okay? I'm going to ask you this, all right? And we'll post the picture of the thing on our Twitter. But I'm not returning the shoes. I like the shoes. I don't care that
No,
they're...
I don't think you should return the
Oh,
shoes.
fuck no.
Yeah.
And I don't care...
Over that? That's silly.
No. And that doesn't bother me at all. I don't care. And it even came with these little stickers. Or not stickers. It came with these little patches that you can like put on the shoe itself.
More flags.
It has exactly. They're the little Velcro flags, and you can put them on. You pick your flag you want. You can put it on the back of the shoe. Anyway,
That's cute.
so if they had one for just straight up gay, I would do it. But I'm not going to do it. No,
I would do that.
I'm going to put the progress one on.
I'm talking about wearing a dress for the wishful thinking music video that we're talking about.
Gotcha. So here's my question. Okay. What and it's kind of like just like whatever happened, like just a regular old gay. That's what we asked about the index card. But my real question is, if I was a gay man or a gay woman, would you be not? I wouldn't say you'd be mad at, but like, would you question, like, how does, like, or I'm questioning because I'm on the outside, how does your gender have anything to do with your sexual orientation? Now, I understand you're going to be like, Drew, you're retarded. Like, that's, of course, it has everything. Probably shouldn't have said that, but it has everything to do with it, right? But that's not what I'm saying. If you're gay, you know you like the same sex. That's what drives you, right?
Right.
But you know you're the same sex, right?
Not if you identify as the opposite.
That's not what I'm talking about. I'm just talking about a cis, not a cis. Yeah, would it be cis?
Yeah, cisgender.
Cisgendered male, gay,
Yeah. Who likes to fuck dudes.
who likes to fuck other dudes. So
He's gay, yeah.
and he's gay. It has nothing to do. He's not like a different thing or a different agender or anything but like that. How does being transgendered and agendered have anything to do with a gay man liking to fuck another gay man?
Well, it's all under the same umbrella.
I know, and that's my question. Like, why? Why is it under all the same umbrella?
So
Why is it now under the same umbrella?
So it is, but it isn't, because I've met gay men who do not believe in. They don't agree with transgender.
Transgenderness
Yes,
at all?
whatever
Really?
the proper
You
term.
have met people like that?
I have met people like
What
that.
were some of the sentiments they would say?
Their sentiments are that they are gay and they would rather be a woman than be a gay man, which I think is a little ridiculous.
Wait. Say that again. Say it one more
So
time.
they think that they're gay,
Right.
like like trans females, men that become females,
Right.
are just gay men who
Oh.
would rather be women than a gay man.
Rather than be a gay man
Right.
banging other dudes.
Right. So they'd rather
And so they look down upon that, or yeah.
they look at it as I guess as like a cop out or some shit. I don't know.
Like just be gay. Like just be gay if you want to fuck a dude. You don't have to be a woman. Is that what they say? Like something like that.
That's kind of That's
Wow.
That I believe that was actually something that was told to me by this person.
Jesus Christ.
They're probably like, if you want to fuck dudes, like just fuck dudes. Like,
Right.
Nobody cares, especially
Right.
now. Like it's 2021.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm not trying to be. I mean, I am not trying to be insensitive, but I am ignorant. I don't know, so like that's what I want to know. Like, and that's why I figured I'd bring it to the table. I wish we had somebody else here that wasn't a straight white dude, like like myself and you. But at the same time, I just didn't like. If someone could email me, like, "Hey, Drew, you're so stupid for saying that," like, or you could be like, "Good question." But like seriously though, if you're when I understand like that, it's all a joint cause. But what does a genderedness have to do with sexuality? Once a gender is established, what does that have to do with it? Does that make any sense to you?
I guess
You know?
no, because don't the two inherently go hand in hand? Because sexuality is all about what you're attracted to.
Correct.
So if you're a heterosexual,
Yeah.
you're attracted to the same sex or same gender. Sex and gender are different.
Are they different?
This is the question. This is the argument, isn't it, Drew?
But what I'm saying is if you're just a man who just likes fucking other men,
Okay.
and that's it. Like you're just a guy.
I'm just in
and
it
you
for
walk
butt,
around and
for-
guys
for
and
male
and you
booty.
project as a man and you're a man biologically. You have a dick and a ball or balls, maybe not. I don't know. It doesn't matter. But you have a dick and a balls and you're just a biological male and you like fucking other biological males. What does that have to do with somebody who wants to transition from a male to being a female? That has nothing to do with sex.
No.
But being gay and lesbian has everything to do with sex. Does that make any sense to you?
No.
No, I'm asking you, like, do you understand my question?
Yeah, I
Okay.
understand your question.
And does it make any sense in general?
Yes,
Okay.
I think so.
Okay.
I'm curious to see what the fans think.
I hope I hope that last little
hope
part I just said
somebody-
made more sense. That was probably the best way to say it.
I hope somebody calls us stupid.
But I mean, and that's
Like,
fine. And they could
that's
say like,
fine.
Drew, you're so stupid, man. What are you talking about? And like maybe somebody can give me a eureka moment or like connect the dots. And like I understand that they are connected, and I understand one is predicated on the other. But once it's established, if you're just a girl who just likes eating muff and finger banging other girls, what does that have to do with somebody who's agendered? It doesn't. What does it have to do with somebody who's transitioning? It doesn't.
They view themselves as and like I gotta be careful what I say here because I don't want to seem like
Because we don't know. I don't know.
Enemies.
I don't know. God, I hope there's somebody who's gay who listens and can tell me.
And can fucking rip us apart. Like
I'm fine with being ripped apart. I want to hear it, and I'll read it on the air. I swear.
For real, I will too. But
I'm curious. That's the best way to say it. What does that have to do with the other thing?
yeah, I have nothing to offer.
I
'Cause
know.
I'm not in either demographic.
I know.
So, I mean, I might be gay. Just kidding.
Email us. Our email is the letters I am fine. Everything is fine at gmail.com. Oh, wait. No, yeah, gmail.com. All right. Anyway, we've talked too much already. Let's go to news.
Let's go to news.
Sorry. This is Evan and Drew with the news.
Got today, boys.
Capitol Hill Thursday, Republicans and Democrats were actually united in bipartisan condemnation.
We do not trust you with influencing our children.
Now officially seeking emergency use authorization from the FDA. If granted, Merck's first-of-its-kind antiviral pill to treat COVID could be prescribed to Americans by the end of this year.
The landmark report says about 3,000 child abusers, 2/3 of whom were priests, operated within the church since the 1950s.
A massive trove of documents revealing how the uber-rich are hiding their money and assets in offshore accounts.
Some airlines continue to experience scheduling challenges due to aircraft and crews being out of place. Southwest canceled about 900 more flights Sunday than the closest competitor.
I'm excited to announce that we're moving our headquarters to Austin, Texas.
That was Tesla, right? At the end?
That was Elon Musk. They're moving to Texas.
Elon Musk.
Yes. We'll get Gavin Newsom's reaction later on in the show. But anyway, yeah, a lot going on there. The people who were grilled on Capitol Hill was Facebook. Over
Facebook was grilled
Facebook
on Capitol Hill.
over Instagram and WhatsApp and Facebook platforms being very negative for children showing
but
that
like we all knew that.
Like they escalate
Everybody knew
suicide rates for users and
that dude killed himself on Facebook Live. Did you see that?
I did not see that, but
You
it
didn't see
happened.
that?
That's not the first time.
A
No
dude
offense,
fucking
sorry.
blew his brains out on
Really?
Facebook Live.
Holy
yeah,
shit.
I can still see it.
I hate that. Yeah, I know.
still
I know.
see
I've seen some heinous shit online, and it gets stuck in your brain sometimes.
I mean, like, but it's stuff that like you hear about, and as fucked up as it is to say,
Mhm.
you have to see it.
Yeah, I guess that's
I don't
life.
recommend watching it, but
I know it's life. I remember watching some dude get knocked out recently, like in the last 6 months, and that sucked. That was terrible. It's like, oh, poor guy. Oh God.
It's like the allure of 2 Girls 1 Cup.
Yeah, you
like
just
you
want
have to watch
you just want to see that shit.
I
like,
fucking hope that remains a tradition among 13-year-olds everywhere. Have you guys seen 2 Girls 1 Cup yet?
Do you know who Toby? Do you know who?
No.
Do you know who Toby Ratloff is?
Toby Ratloff?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. I don't even really know who he is. I just know that he had a really funny reaction video to that video, to 2 Girls 1 Cup.
He probably said this shit.
And if it's online somewhere, I suggest you do. I'll try to find it. I'll post it on our Twitter. But it's really funny. He's like, oh God, they're eating the shit, and he like he's like explaining it. He kind of sounds like White Claw Gabe, but like funny, but funnier, a little different. Anyway, I don't even know who the guy is, but
that one I definitely recommend going to watch. 2 Girls 1 Cup.
There you go.
You may have to look pretty hard for it, but I
yeah.
promise you, it is worth.
A couple other things.
Worth the search.
Yes, a couple other things in the news here. That COVID pill from Merck.
Yeah, I heard that. What's good with that?
The first non-intravenous treatment for COVID. It was okay. So what I found in reading a little bit about it, I didn't really read too much into it right now. But what I did see on the outskirts was that it was a very small sample size of patients that they were able to test this drug on. But it did show almost, I think it was like 50-50 essentially it gave you, It gave you like a 50% chance of survival or something along those lines.
Of survival?
And this is just being I think they're trying to get FDA approved for use in hospitals, but I'm sure it'll happen. I mean, it is what it is. China also flew their warplanes over Taiwan, which was great. This is cool, great, China, and then of course the U.S. is going to say something and do something.
Yeah, China has flew warplanes.
I hope. Awesome. I just foresee another. Well, this one would be way more catastrophic if they were to get into some sort of altercation with China over Taiwan. That would be horrendous. Not that I'm like a military or political analyst at all, but if this, when I saw that, I was like, oh God. And I know some of it is meant to scare anyway, But when I saw it, I was like, I hope we don't fucking go to war with China. Like that would be the end of the world, dude.
That would fucking suck.
It would fucking suck. That would be terrible. Anyway, let's just hope that doesn't happen. The Pandora Papers were released last week. Did you hear about that?
I did hear about that.
Yeah, so that was interesting. Not a lot of U.S. interaction in the Pandora Papers, mostly about like global elite, other prime ministers from other countries, and other billionaires, and a couple of athletes, some popular celebrities. Shakira, I think, or something like that was listed.
We all knew that.
Elton John was listed in there under some shell thing. But the premise is that what happens is to evade taxes, the super ultra. If you don't know what the Pandora Papers was, it was a compilation from a network of reporters that put it all together. It was like terabytes of data, terabytes of bank releases, and just like all this other inside, notebook stuff. And it essentially details how the super rich get around evading taxes by, instead of purchasing a property, you purchase a shell company that owns the property. Therefore, you don't have to pay any sort of transference tax on certain things, like residential properties or cars or other facilities or other equipment, things like that. You buy the company instead, and then all applicable taxes are very minuscule considering you're purchasing a company because you're investing in a company.
Interesting.
The companies don't profit, so you don't pay taxes on the company.
Right.
Correct. And that's what this all kind of exposed. So if you didn't know what the Pandora Papers was, that's what it is. And it just shows you that there's no, like, anybody who's listening to this podcast, it's like they're astronomically like out there, way past us, like in everything that they do. Like, just imagine like what a $20 bill feels like to you. That's like literally a penny to them. Like,
Yeah,
that's like a dirty
toilet paper.
That's like a dirty penny on the ground, like that they wouldn't even bother touching.
Oh, $20 on the ground. That's nice.
Yeah, exactly. And then that investigation about sexual predators in the Catholic Church, that was from France, and they said they identified from 1950 to I think it was sometime after 2000. This investigation that they put together showed that there was over 2,000 Catholic priests that were sexual predators in France.
That's it.
I'm laughing. I shouldn't be laughing.
There's probably more.
I know. This is like the horrific news episode. This is like, I am just hitting everybody with this. This is what the world comes to.
This is what people come here for.
I know. Yeah, right.
Hot takes.
I'm just trying to notify people. Like, this is the kind of shit that's going on around you. Good luck. This is our world.
We got priests touching little boys.
We got fucking
pills
pharmaceutical companies profiting a large, basically trying to save the world, but that's not really what they're doing.
Not really what they're doing. We got
if they were really
trying, Texas.
If they were really trying to save the world, they wouldn't take any profit for this, but that's not what they're doing.
No.
Right.
Or they would put that profit back into, rebuilding and
rebuilding. What are you talking about? No, you're crazy, bro.
Infrastructure and
nope.
Helping out the businesses that lost out. But
so there's also I played that clip, the chaos at Southwest. They had to cancel 900 more flights.
Yeah, that's
900 more flights than the closest competitor. As far as I heard, it was over 2,000 flights in the last 5 days or something like that.
Why?
That's a good question. So the FAA says that it's because they cannot staff their positions. Not the FAA, but that Southwest cannot staff their positions. And where their integral staff is necessary, they're not there. That's what they're saying. That's their take. But the Southwest is like, oh no, it's staffing shortages, it's whatever, blah, blah, blah. But then the inside take, and you won't really see this, I mean, they talk about it on mainstream news a little bit, is that apparently there was a flu that went around this weekend with all the pilots, wink, wink, and they couldn't come in.
Probably all went
They all
out.
called
They all
off
got
because
COVID.
there's a lot of people who are You know, that's one of the companies that are mandating vaccines for their employees. And every company is different. There's some companies that have no pushback, and then there are other companies that have gotten pushback. And you're not really going to see, you know, even the president said something. Did you hear what the president said?
No.
He's like, you'll see companies losing hundreds of employees because of the mandate, but don't worry about that. Just focus on the good. That's not a good quote, but that's essentially what he said. And then he talked about I think American Airlines, he quotes, and he's like, yeah, they have a 99% right now. And that's like after firing everybody or after everybody left who didn't want to take it.
Yeah.
And whether it was 5% or 2%, doesn't matter. That's still a large amount of people that had to leave the company because of it. So anyway, it is what it is, and that's their choice, and that's what that's what it comes down to.
Time for Buddy to get his license and get in the air.
Yeah, there's going to be a staffing shortage for
Time for Buddy
pilots.
to fly.
Yeah, man. Amen.
Take me to Montego Bay.
So if you want to be a pilot and you're vaccinated, go for it now. There's going to be a staffing shortage.
Now's your time.
That's what they used to tell me when I was in high school. It was nursing. I think I mentioned that on the pod before. It's back when I was in high school, 2004. Nurses getting into nursing. The boomers are getting old.
When my mom was in high school, they all took aptitude tests in high school.
Yeah.
And she got nurse.
Did you know that there was a class action lawsuit against those?
Oh, what?
They faked. They just did it because they paid them off.
Oh, word?
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh. Well, regardless, my mother's been a fantastic nurse for the past 40-some years.
I'm just kidding. That's good. Good for her.
Yeah,
what
fuck
else?
you, bro.
There's also a question going around that online in like the conspiracy circles that was the Facebook whistleblower real. Did you hear about that?
Wow.
Did you hear about the Facebook
fake news?
the whistleblower?
Yeah, I heard
like
about
it's a plant. Like it's somebody who like a plant. Like she did this for some sort of other motive.
Probably for money.
Well, I did hear that if you're part of a federal whistleblowing campaign, I don't know if this is true or not, but apparently if you're the whistleblower, besides being protected federally,
You probably get paid.
You're entitled to a portion of the penalty that gets brought against the company that you blew the whistle on.
Oh,
I'm serious. Like that's what I heard. I don't know if that is true, but you could stand to make a pretty penny. It's considering it's Facebook, considering it's probably going to be levied in the billions, as far as or hundreds of millions.
She'll
as far
never
as
have to do anything again.
No, but even if she gets 1% of that, I mean
1%.
Yeah.
Damn.
Crazy.
Damn. Yo, what's her name? I'm gonna hit her up.
I don't know what her name was. That's not important. But I heard it was fake. That's what the conspiracy people were saying.
Heard it was a plant, huh?
Yeah, but still, what she was saying was fucking tragic.
Why? That's what I mean. Why would Facebook plant that?
I don't know. What's $7 billion to Zuckerberg?
Unless it's one of those things where it's like, hey, yeah, you guys are getting sick of Facebook, right?
So I think the theory is that it will levy more sorts of censorship on social media platforms. That's what the thing is. They think that it was a plant to be able to enforce heavier restrictions and censorship on the largest social media platform, Facebook and Instagram and WhatsApp. Yeah. So that's the conspiratorial side. I don't think that's true. I think she was a real concerned employee, but she is weird.
Everybody, she worked with Zuckerberg.
I guess, yeah.
Long?
She's strange. If you watch, it's strange. But anyway, that's my
She
take.
probably talks like this.
I don't know how.
What's your style?
I got a story for you here. You ready?
Yeah.
Wendy's manager. I'm not even going to tell you what. Okay, I'll just read it. Ready?
Yeah.
Wendy's manager. October 8th. A drive-through dispute at a Wendy's in Tennessee turned felonious. Yes. When a restaurant manager doused a customer with hot oil, leaving the victims with burns and extensive blistering, police allege. Demarius Pritchett, a 21-year-old shift manager, is facing aggravated assault charges following a confrontation Tuesday at Wendy's in Huntington, a town about 150 miles west of Nashville. As detailed in the criminal complaint, Pritchett was involved in a verbal altercation with customer Xavion Johnson over, quote, food obtained at the Wendy's drive-thru. Johnson contended that the items he received were cold. Oh, my God. So the police review the store surveillance footage showed that while Pritchett was conducting a cash refund, he returned to the restaurant's kitchen to obtain hot oil in a metal pan and then The scalding oil was apparently taken from the deep fryer and splashed onto the customer. And he was arrested.
Yeah, I would imagine so. Dude, why?
Can you imagine just complaining that your food is cold and all of a sudden you get fucking smacked?
This is why I do not complain about anything.
Yeah. Were we going right there?
Yeah,
What's
we're
that?
going.
Okay, good. Sorry.
What, you see all this
no.
red, buddy?
I know. I don't complain about shit, dude.
Yeah, baby.
I don't. I do not complain about anything.
Nope. I once got the complete wrong order, and I fucking ate it anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Don't care. Just give it to me. I'm gonna leave. See ya.
I was like, yeah, I'm cool.
What's that? You want a tip? Here you go.
So I didn't speak up that the time I'm referencing, but my girl spoke up, and then they took it off my bill.
Oh, okay.
They were
that's
like,
nice.
"Oh, you ate it anyway." I was like, "Yeah, I mean, it was fine. Like, I like it. I ordered pasta. I got a pizza.
Ooh.
So maybe I was slurring my words, but I doubt it.
That's funny.
I got a pizza and I ate it.
That's the gin talking.
I didn't have a sip of liquor.
Oh, okay.
Sip of the juice.
I went to fucking Panera Bread this past week.
Oh yeah, what'd you get?
I like to tell you every time because you used to work there.
I did used to work Panera Bread.
Yes,
for many times.
So I went there, and they have the self terminals, which is great because I don't have to tell anybody my order. I can just order it, and I ordered it, and it couldn't read my credit card because
dude,
they still
same.
swipe. They don't chip or dip or tap.
Were you at the one near the?
The one on the thing up there.
The one on the thing up there.
Yeah, that road that goes like this from the thing.
Right there across.
That one. Yeah.
Next to the John.
Where you used to live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
near the police station.
I worked at that one.
Yeah. So I know.
That's the one I liked.
So anyway, the guy, I felt fucking.
Was
bad.
it the one on the right?
What's that?
Was it the
yeah, the one on the right. Yeah, the
dude,
one on the
same
yeah.
fucking thing.
Yeah. So here's the thing. I did feel bad, but I also did not receive like excellent customer service from this guy.
No, you never do.
I felt bad for him because he's like running around like a chicken without his head off, or with his chicken with his head off. Like he's trying to fix this. He's getting this order together. He's putting away this kitty chair. He's cleaning off this table. He's expediting, and like this guy's running around, and like I'm like, dude, my card won't slide. I was like, I asked him once.
Dude,
he's like,
it won't read my card.
Yeah, he's like, I'll be right there. I'm like, okay. And I stood there and I waited and I kept trying to slide my card. It just would not read. Card error. I'm like, fuck. Anyway.
I'm like, what's this fucking guy's problem?
Yeah, so then I'm like, yo, bro. I was like, it still won't work. So he tries it. Still won't work. He tries it again. I give him another card. Won't work. Then I have to try a different card, a third card that I really didn't want to work because I didn't want to put the charge on this card. But it fucking worked. And I was like, son of a bitch.
Are you kidding?
No, I'm not kidding. And the guy, he's like, we're going to have to. I was like, is there any way to move the receipt to your register and then I can pay there? He's like, no. I'm like, oh my God. Fine. They're like, just try this card then. And then it went through.
There isn't, though. There really isn't.
I know. He's like, well, I have to go order your food over here. I'm like, I'm not telling you what I have to. I ordered like 6 things. I'm like, I'm not.
I'm not telling you.
I'm not telling you.
I'm ashamed.
No. Well, that too. There's a lot of extra cheese.
What'd you get? That grilled cheese, mac and cheese?
Grilled cheese. I got a fucking bread bowl.
They got the mac and cheese grilled cheese now. You see that shit?
I didn't try that, but that sounds delicious.
It was I used to do that. I used to do that on my breaks.
I went to Pandora Bread.
I used to do that on my breaks. I would always be eating good. That's what I miss the most about working there.
Yeah. My wife was like, okay, when you go, pick me up a loaf of their sun-dried tomato bread. I was
Hell
like,
yeah.
I was like, okay, you got it. So
the tomato basil
bread, right. So I'm like, yeah, you got it. So I ordered, that was like the easiest thing to order actually, because it's just like bakery, bread, boom. First off, I didn't order it sliced. Stupid. And then I didn't realize the thing is like, it's like the size of a pillow. Like the loaf of bread is like the size of a pillow. And it's like artisan bread. It was like $5. Like that's it. Mm-hmm. And like you could feed my family you can cut it in half
and
feed my family for a week.
That shit is good.
Yeah, it is really good.
I remember.
So if you go to Panera Bread, go to their bakery item section and get like a loaf of bread to take home with you. It's fucking delicious.
When I worked there at the end of the night after closing down, you're supposed to throw out all the bakery items, all the bread, all the cookies and everything. Yeah. But there'd be times like we got really tight with the manager,
Mhm.
and so she'd be like, "You guys can like take whatever you want home." I'd
Nice.
be bringing home loaves
Yeah,
of
baby.
bread.
Yeah,
I'd be bringing
baby.
home cookies.
Yeah,
And
baby.
I remember one time Steve and I were opening.
Yeah.
And we came in and they never took the trash out from the night before. And like sitting like on the side was all the donations.
Yeah,
like,
baby.
all the bakery stuff.
Yep.
that they didn't get rid of.
Oh
And so
my
like
God.
we're sitting there like, we'll take the trash out. Like, we got you. We just took
That
the
is
whole
too
thing out and
funny.
sat out there for like 20 minutes just eating pastries.
It's amazing.
Fucking 6 o'clock in the morning.
Are we in sports right now?
We're in news.
We're still in news. Okay.
Talking
good.
about Panera Bread.
We're talking about. We're talking about.
We're an hour in, dog.
All right, dog. Hey, listen.
Yeah,
let's go.
oh, shit.
All right, let's go to sports.
I'm
Everybody-
not upset, but yeah.
No, we're good. Let's go to sports.
And that was the news with Evan and Drew.
This is Evan and Drew with sports.
Sports.
Is that on the soundboard?
No.
Oh, I thought you said it. I
Oh,
thought
see
you
how
had
good
it.
my voice talent is? It sounded just like it. So a very a quick but heavy football-filled sporting.
Yeah, the Eagles fucking suck.
But they won this week.
Oh,
so
they
that's
did
good.
win?
Yeah, they won this week.
So they're 2-3?
They were losing a lot, but they won.
Yeah, they did lose a
But they lost 3 in a row, and then they won finally this week. I felt like it was a surprise. They played terrible through almost 3 quarters, and then they finally really put it together at the end, and they finally everything kind of hit like on all cylinders, and they finally they won the game.
Good.
So, yeah.
Good. Happy to hear it. I'm sorry. I take it
Caused some
back. I take back my
turnovers.
previous
No,
statement.
I mean, listen, they're nowhere close to being a good team. I would still not even describe them as being good. Like, they just happened to play a good fourth quarter, and their defense caused a couple of turnovers, and Jalen Hurts finally drove down the field and scored a touchdown. So it was good. And then a 2-point conversion, which was pretty sweet too.
It was pretty sweet. I did. The
yeah.
only play I saw
that
was
was a pretty athletic play, which was all. And running the touchdown, it was pretty athletic as well. So
I saw them go for the touchdown on like 4th and inches or like 4th
Whatever,
and 2
yeah.
or something.
Mhm.
It was like
Yeah.
one of their first drives of the game.
Oh, okay.
And they made it,
Mhm.
but then there was pass interference.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't
Yep.
fully understand football, but I was like, that's some pussy shit right there, man. That's some pussy. You can't make contact.
So what I think you're referring to is the touchdown that was called off because of I can't remember his name. It wasn't Quez Watkins. It was one of our other receivers. Greg.
6.
No. Oh, yeah, it's the guy who caught it. That's Smith. He's our rookie.
84 was the one.
Greg Ward. He
Greg
was the
Ward.
one. Yeah. So what happens is when you come off the line of scrimmage, you can only make contact within the first yard, and then after that, you can't interfere with a defender who's trying to cover another offensive player. It's like a pick play in basketball.
See, I don't know
And
basketball.
instead of just running his route, which is completely acceptable, and if the defenders get mixed up because he's running a route,
Mhm.
that's on them. But he cannot run directly at a defender and make contact, which is what he did to nullify the touchdown. So I like the rules. I like that kind of bullshit.
Okay.
But yeah, so Eagles updates that. When we were off, Brady beat Belichick, which was great. What a great game.
Didn't he beat Belichick last year too?
No, this was the first time they made it back to.
I thought they played last year.
No, they didn't play last year. No,
Um,
I don't think so. No, they didn't.
do
play
I know
last-
more than you, Drew?
No, fuck off.
I know more than you.
No, this was the return. This was the first game back after, and now he's officially beat every team in the NFL.
Because he never beat the Patriots because he was
On the Patriots, correct? Yes, exactly.
Okay, is Tom Brady the GOAT?
I still think he is. Yeah, there's nothing you can say to convince me otherwise. Like I said, it's changed over the course of my lifetime as a football fan. I always thought Peyton Manning was the GOAT. But after Tom Brady, and then again after winning number 7, like on another team, like sorry, he's got more Super Bowls than teams have Super Bowls. Like that's just crazy.
Yeah, that's true.
That's crazy.
That's very true.
The closest one is 6. That's it. But he has 7, and he could win another one this year. He's the league leader for passing yards going into week 6. So
savage.
I know, it's crazy. So that's that. He is the GOAT, and we've talked about it before. And but there was somebody who isn't necessarily the GOAT. Urban Meyer. Did you hear about that?
Urban Meyer.
What happened to
Oh,
him?
he was the Raiders coach, right?
No, we'll get to that next.
Yeah.
Urban Meyer is
okay.
the Jaguars coach. It's his first year in the NFL. He's the first year coach, and he was apparently at some sort of like bar club thing, and he had a girl grinding all up on him. Did you hear about this?
No.
A girl that was not his wife.
Oh.
And he was videotaped.
Oh. Some fidelity.
Being, yes, very inappropriate. So,
okay.
and he still has a job, I guess. He had to apologize, and the Jaguars were like, we're going to reevaluate this.
I don't think they should fire him over that.
Well, okay, all right.
What do you? I mean,
I don't disagree.
I bet you.
I just think it's like.
I bet you the CEO of our company cheats on his wife every week.
Probably.
I would put money on that.
Probably. But here's and my condemnation of it didn't really come from like disagreeing with the fact that he still has his job, but where it comes from is that like isn't that just the status quo nowadays? Once you do like one little thing,
You're
if it's
canceled.
just heinous, you're canceled.
You're
Like that.
canceled.
Sorry, you're fired. See ya. Or in another case, like John Gruden, who did something almost 10 years ago, he's the one who is now resigned
He's
after
under fire, yeah.
talking to the owner of the Raiders last night. And during Monday Night Football, they announced that John Gruden has stepped down as the Raiders head coach, effective immediately. This special teams coach, I can't remember his name, he's taking over for him. And now he's gone, and he stepped down because he wrote some pretty like horrendous stuff in like a bunch of emails at ESPN and to other people about specific people, and he like made a lot of like a bunch of we were talking about my big gay shoes. He made a bunch of homophobic stuff.
I saw a headline that
Yeah.
said he was using a bunch of homophobic and
I read an
racist
article.
language.
I mean, listen, okay, so I'm very inappropriate, okay, but I read back, and I'm not saying that his words did not hurt anybody. But when I was reading the examples, I was just laughing because I was just picturing John Gruden saying these things.
Sitting at his old colored neck.
Talk about Sam. What was that guy? Michael Sam? Is that the guy's name? The first gay player to enter the league who got drafted by the Rams, the St. Louis Rams, when they were in.
Oh, that's appropriate.
Michael Sam.
That's the first gay player drafted by the Rams. Hell yeah. History right there. That should be in every textbook.
Yes. That was a while ago. And he doesn't play anymore in the league, but I don't really know how much
He's
he played.
still ramming though.
Yeah, he is. He's still a big gay, just like my shoes. Yeah. So anyway, I found, like I said, I'm not saying his emails weren't hurtful. I found them funny to listen to. Have you ever seen Frank Caliendo do an impression of John Gruden?
Mm-mm.
Well, he can't anymore.
And he never will again.
He's gonna have to hang that one up. It's actually really funny if you go on YouTube and search for Frank Caliendo. He's a really funny impressionist comedian. Have you ever heard of him before?
I have heard the name. Yeah,
he does John Madden. It's really funny. He does Morgan Freeman. It's hysterical.
I'll look him up.
God.
I'm sure once I see him, I'll recognize him.
Anyway, yes, that's really all I have for sports. Like I said, a lot of NFL news. But yeah, so Urban Meyer lets some girl be inappropriate, touch all up on his junk in a club, like while being videotaped. His players apparently were not very respectful of it after it happened.
No?
No, they lost some respect for him. That was like some of the sentiment that came out. But, he's still working. And then John Gruden wrote, deservedly so, doesn't work for the Raiders anymore, but he wrote that shit 10 years ago, and he's gone.
Here you go.
I'm just saying.
This is
where's the status quo in this one? That's my question, really. That's my question.
We'll leave you with this. So, well, not leave you, but in sports, I guess. Dave Chappelle's special.
Oh, yeah.
I was telling you, I watched it.
Yeah.
He is under a lot of fire for it.
Yes. I didn't watch it yet, so I'm going to reserve my opinion.
I will say he gave an example, right? He is calling for the release of DaBaby. Have you heard of DaBaby?
I have heard of DaBaby.
And what he's, like, being canceled for?
Wait. It was at a festival, right? And he was saying something about if you have HIV, you go
leave.
Don't blow me or something like that.
Yeah,
and get out of here.
Like don't be at my shows.
Yeah,
don't be touching
and it was
people.
derogatory about. It was again like more homophobic stuff.
So,
but I also know the inverse of that. I do know the back door to that.
You know the back door to that.
That he killed some dude.
That he killed some dude in a Walmart.
Yeah, he
in
killed
North
some dude.
Carolina.
Yes.
And
Yes,
That didn't ruin his career.
I did know that. I did know. I know.
He
it
killed
did.
a man.
He killed the dude.
And he's still got booked to play at a festival. But
where
he
like
comes
100,000 people were or
and
something
says,
like that.
"Hey, if you have HIV," which listen, I'm not agreeing.
I didn't really
or
understand.
disagree.
I didn't
yeah.
understand his comments, so it was just like whatever, dude.
Yeah,
like
but-
so he was clearly he might have been under the influence while he's up there.
Oh, almost for sure.
You know, a lot of performers do.
But that's kind of where my head goes. It's like people do real heinous shit. Like Ray Lewis, like stabbed somebody.
I know
didn't
that.
he? And they still let him play football.
Correct.
But I bet you if he calls somebody on the field the dreaded F word,
Yeah.
now he'd be dragged through the mud.
Yeah, yeah, of course. Of course.
Sticks and stones, guys. Sticks and stones.
Oh, that's right.
Savannah agrees.
Savannah's like, yeah, sticks? What?
You said what?
You say somebody say stick? Anyway. All right. Yeah, so that's pretty much it for sports. I'm ready to switch over to recommendations whenever you're ready.
Ready.
That was sports with Evan and Drew. Sports.
Sorry, I couldn't help myself. Meanwhile, back at Mama's.
Back in Mama's.
That's some Tim McGraw right there.
Never meant to hurt you.
So let's roll into some recommendations. I am going to recommend a podcast for the people out there if you're listening and you enjoy comedy podcasts. Kind of long form, kind of... it's interesting because they do like a topic each week or they have a guest. Most of the time it's a topic. They went through different historical periods. They went through different, like they did one about animals. They did one about history. They did one about, it's very interesting. Anyway, but it's really a comedy podcast. It's by Nate Bargatze, who's, of course, a white comedian. Sorry, that's my taste.
Bargatze.
But, I don't know if I guess he's Italian. I don't know. But Nate Bargatze, and he is the host of, it's called Nate Land, the Nate Land podcast. So it's very good. And I enjoy it. I throw it on. I can't always listen to every episode because I do have a pretty ferocious listening pod. You just fart?
No, I didn't. I was going to put my leg up on the chair, but then it started to cramp, so I said, never mind.
Gotcha. Yeah, so like I said, I have a very ferocious listening, set that I do every week. So sometimes I can't listen to every episode, but when I do, he's really funny. He can be very dry sometimes, and but he also can just be very he's just very likable. So it's very good. It's a good podcast to listen to. So that's my recommendation. It's called the Nate Land Podcast.
That Nate Land
podcast with Nate Bargatze.
Very nice.
Yes, very good. So anyway, do you have something you want to recommend for the peeps, and then we'll kind of roll out of here shortly?
I have two things.
Okay.
Two things. The first one will be a song by Peach Pit. Peach Pit's new song.
Peach Pit.
Yeah, they just put out a new song last week or the week before. I don't remember. But it is an instant hit. It is called Up Granville. And it's smooth. It's sweet. It's like a country twang kind of swang to it. Real sweet song. I definitely recommend checking it out. Once again, that's Up Granville.
What is it?
Peach Pit. Up Granville.
Up Granville.
I sent it to you and I said,
Yes.
here, listen,
Yes.
it's new Peach Pit.
And you know what? I'm going to confess to you. I did not listen to it yet because I was at work when you sent it, and I was like, I'll listen to this in a little bit, and I just never listened to it, so I'm sorry.
You should, well, check it out. This
I'm
is
going
my recommendation to you personally. Then,
Sounds
Drew.
good. Yeah, and you
Listen
sent it to me, what did you say? Via Apple Music,
Apple
correct?
Music,
That's
that's
fucking right, you did.
Fuck Spotify.
God damn it.
Just kidding. Spotify is pretty cool. Don't cut us.
No, don't cut us.
But-
They actually host our podcast very well because on Apple, if you guys do listen out there on Apple, for some reason our art is not updated properly. Like it doesn't have it doesn't have the picture of you and me and the American flag. It has just like a generic picture that I had to do when we started the profile for the podcast. Hey.
Maybe we have to go on again and change that.
No, but here's the thing. So if you if you change
Savannah, knock it off.
Sorry. Anyway, if you change it on the RSS feed side, it could disrupt people's listening. It could disrupt what they've listened to. It could like all of a sudden kick them out and they won't be subscribed to us anymore. So it's kind of frustrating. So I'm just going to let it roll for now. So sorry about that. You don't get to see our beautiful faces if you listen to Apple Podcasts currently, especially since it's updated. They updated their iOS recently, and that's been different. I like it, but it's been different. And then if you go on like Spotify, it's like the right one. It's the right picture. It's got the right background. It looks good. So props to Spotify for that.
Well, all right. Spotify got that right.
Yeah, they got that right.
But then the second recommendation was a hidden gem that I found on Hulu called The Binge.
Okay.
It's like The Purge.
Okay.
But instead of murder and like all crime being legal, it's every drug is legal.
Oh,
for
shit.
12 hours.
Just 12 hours?
Yeah, just 12, not 24, which I thought was, cheap. I thought they were cheating people out of their
How many
highs.
people died?
A lot. That's kind of the point. So it's like everything is illegal. There's a complete prohibition for 364 days a year.
Wow.
And then one night a year, alcohol, weed,
Everything.
pills, everything under the sun is legal.
I guess I don't know what I would do. I guess I would just like smoke a bunch of weed. That's all I would do.
That's what you think, but like these people go balls to the wall.
Really?
And it was a good watch. If you have Hulu, I definitely recommend watching The Binge.
The Binge.
There were moments where I was pissing myself. I was kneeled over in laughter.
Yeah.
I watched it with my roommate. We were both like, dude, what the fuck is this movie? But by the end of it, we're happy I watched it, man.
That's cool.
So yeah, The Binge on Hulu.
All right, awesome. So check that out. If you listen to podcasts, check out the Neatland Pod. Check out Figure 8's new single. Hit us up on Instagram.
You said Figure 8. It's Peach Pit.
Peach Pit. Sorry, Figure 8.
That's another fire song.
Figure 8 is one of my favorite songs by them. Anyway, sorry. So it's Peach Pit, their new song. I'll put the link on our Twitter for sure. And then I guess I just have one more little clip for us.
It would be interesting to get the facts on how much California's invested in Tesla. I mean, the hundreds of millions of dollars of tax subsidies we provided that company. Our regulatory environment helped create that company and grow that company.
That was from Yahoo News, Gavin Newsom's remarks on
he's
Tesla.
pissed.
No, I don't think he sounds like a fucking baby. And he also sounds like a fucking jealous.
help you?
Sounds like a jealous girlfriend. I'd like to see how much it is. Like, shut up, dude. First off, Tesla already came out and said that they're just building another headquarters in Texas. That's all they're doing. That's all they're doing. They have to expand. They need more area. They need more space. They need to be diversified.
Yeah.
So they're going there, and they're investing a large amount of money. They're also reinvesting like $100 million in California in their campus there. So
he can fuck off.
Yeah, fuck him, dude.
Yeah,
fuck
chill
Gavin
out, Newsom.
God damn it, he's such a
Chill
piece
out,
of shit.
buddy. It's not that bad.
I know.
It's
And
not
here's my
like-
question. Here's my question to Gavin Newsom. You're mandating vaccines for children. They just made that mandated. They're pushing it through now. I don't know when it's going to become actually law in California. They're mandating vaccines for children in schools in California. My question to Gavin Newsom is, why? I understand that we want to protect people, but the latest data on the efficacy of the vaccines across the board is that they dwindle. They dwindle fast. They dwindle, some of them within months, some of them within half a year. Some of them last, as far as they know so far, 8 or 9 months. But it's not everybody. And the overwhelming majority of people lose the antibody response, where it's low enough that you're back in danger of getting severe COVID disease. So what are you going to do now? If you mandate it, does that mean that a child is going to need it in 6 months? You're going to need to get another booster to stay in school?
Probably.
So does that mean you're going to have to give a kid a COVID shot twice a school year, every fucking year? Does this mean that, and my question also kind of goes around the fact that children don't die from this, in great numbers enough to make it mandatory. Okay, if you want to make it mandatory for 16 and above, I can understand that because again, the numbers jump up when you get closer to 18. Still not astronomical by any means, but they do jump. But when you're under the age of 16, what risk are you at?
Yeah.
Why are you making it mandatory, Gavin Newsom? I just think it's fucking ridiculous.
I think it is too.
I think it's fucking ridiculous. The therapy that this vaccine produces is perfect for old people. It is perfect. It works wonders. And it really helps affect those people who are greatly affected by COVID. It does. Not children. There's no fun.
think children are just disease-ridden creatures to begin with. So
Totally. Have you ever gotten hand, foot, and mouth?
No.
My wife did. It was terrible.
Yeah.
And she got it from children.
Yeah. Because they're awful. They're
It's
awful
an
creatures.
awful disease too. Very contagious. Came from China, but there's no vaccine for it. And it's not mandatory. I know. Anyway,
what happened to my skin?
Gavin, let's go.
All right, people. Goodbye.
Have a good week.